Hello everyone, welcome to our comparative analysis and strategy class. In this session, we're going to see a few ways of how to differentiate among the competition. Remember that at the end, the customer definitely wants to have an approach with you and they want to have something extra, a benefit. What are you offering that maybe your rivals aren't doing correctly or that they aren't offering at all? Okay, so it's important that you really take time to do your differentiation methods. Okay, so just to recall, right now you have a lot of competition, new competition is arriving, and I would say even international competition. So you have to analyze and say, you know what, if I want to open a new business or if I'm currently in the market, is it possible that I would get new customers and of course new competition? Well, in order to do so and to get the best results, then we have to define this differentiation aspect. Okay, so the definition, to be very specific, okay, is how do you stand out from who? Okay, every company needs to be a principle, okay, of standing apart from the competition through a specific elements. Okay, maybe the products that you're currently buying, okay, here you have to make a personal analysis. Okay, why are they acquiring my products? Is it because I'm affordable, because I'm easy to get, because the size, the product itself is something that lasts for many years? I mean, what's the characteristic or combination of characteristics that definitely develop this differentiation? Okay, so if you take the proper time, you are more likely to succeed in whatever the market that you decide to begin with. Okay, and also because if we talked about keeping clients, okay, you also need to ask yourself, okay, how I'm going to retain my customers? And that's another thing in which maybe you will have to differentiate later. Okay, or what are the things that will make you to keep your customers? So the first differentiation that it's known, and of course it's mainly suggested, is differentiating by the product, which is actually the good or the service that your customers acquire. Okay, let's take a look, for example, to iPhones. Okay, every year iPhones establish 2 or 3 potential products. Okay, maybe one is bigger, maybe one has more capacity. So here we can see that they develop based on size, colors, format, if it's faster, or maybe if it has a better photograph aspect. So here, what you have to know, okay, is that there's something specific, okay? And this is something that also enables you to adapt, okay, and to be more creative in the future, okay? So this is a very good example of this. Another aspect is based on communication. Okay, maybe I'm not offering a tremendous and a very radical product, but I'm presenting you feelings, emotions. The way of how I communicate with you is quite creative. Okay, and for that I always mention Coca-Cola. Okay, because it's something that, as you know, okay, somehow the product, it remains. Okay, maybe they do some adjustments to the label and maybe they offer a new one, but the most traditional Coca-Cola brand and product, it remains. But what are the things in which they are actually creative? Okay, it's with the strategies of how they communicate the benefit, the aspects, okay, in which they stand out. So here again, the product doesn't change drastically, but the way of how I communicate, okay, is actually interesting. Another example I could provide here is actually insurances. Okay, because an insurance must be quite creative about the topic that is quite difficult to mention. No, we're talking about death, or I mean, maybe not quite positive aspects. So if I present to you with arguments like, oh, protect your people and share and invest in the future of someone, it seems more different, in a different tone of the communication. We also have the differentiation based on quality. Here I have to be very specific because quality could mean a lot of things for customers and even for the own business, okay? Because when you talked about quality, you have to develop a same communication in the way that, okay, what is the customer looking or expecting about quality, and what is the thing that I'm offering, okay? Because maybe we could have in this concept of quality different perceptions, okay? And that could lead into a problem of communication, of course, developing this differentiation. For example, let's say that for the customer, the raw materials that they use in order to provide the good or the service is actually the quality they're expecting, but maybe others are the ecological impact. We've mentioned that for us, quality involves ecological aspect, which again doesn't mean that it has to be different, but we have to keep in the same channel, okay? We have to know what they're expecting, and of course, what are we providing, and of course, if it's perceived as a quality aspect, okay? Because again, it's not the first time that some companies, due to this misinterpretation, they do more effort in something, and at the end, it's not perceived as a differentiation for the company. We also have differentiation based on personalizing, okay? Which here I have to mention that is different to the product, okay? Because in the product, what we're offering is many options, okay? But in here, we're telling you that, okay, you know what? If you get this product from us, we can change, maybe we can add your name, okay? Maybe we can combine colors. So what are we doing is that we are adjusting the current offer that the company is providing, okay? And in order to do so, okay, is that we allow the customer to be like the inventor of their own product, okay? So again, most of the time when we are talking about personalizing, it's something that is not like immediately made, okay? Because it takes time to create this unique product that the customer is looking for. And that's why most of the time you can acquire this product online, because you can make all the possible combinations, and at the end it's something that of course the customer will be willing to pay more, okay? Here we are not fighting with price. Here the customer knows that if they want something different, something unique, something that has his or her own name, okay, for example Apple, in which they allow you to put to personalize, no, your AirPods or your iPhone or your iPad. So definitely they are willing to pay a little bit extra in order to get that personalizing aspect, okay? And of course, one of the things that I always mention is the Blue Ocean strategy, which I definitely suggest you to check, because you have to create your own industry, or at least that you differentiate somehow that no one can compete with you, okay? But this will be it for today. Thank you very much and have an excellent day. Bye-bye.